Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this world. I'm DJ Unification, also known as Double Dragon 912, and today, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? News Fridays is finally back. Gameplay footage you see in the background, haven't decided yet. Like I said, I be playing all type of video games. I don't be knowing what I'm gonna put up there until I do it. But ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of interesting news stories for you guys and girls today. But without further ado, let's get into my first news story for today, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, first thing I want to talk about is I want to get this out the way. The Helldivers 2 controversy. Wow. Now, apparently, Helldivers 2, ladies and gentlemen, Sony forgot to put in the fine print that to PC players that they had to have a PSN account and to link their accounts together to be able to play it, and then they would start requiring it. And then when that happened, PC players got mad. They started review bombing the game on Steam, and it was a whole big controversy. And then Sony went back on what they did. They made it well, you know, anybody can play the game. They don't require people to play, have PSN. And they were saying, I read somewhere that what it was saying that PSN is not available all in the world. Is some places they can't get PSN. So there was a big controversy, and now Sony done went back on that and made it well, anybody can play Helldivers 2, with PC accounts and PSN accounts. Now, my thoughts on this, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you get, Sony. You reap what you sow. This is what you get. For trying to put everything on PC, that's what you get. You had left it on exclusively to PS5, you wouldn't have had this problem. Yeah, you might have not made as much money as you probably would have made you put it on PC. Y'all greedy. That's all y'all think about is money. Money, 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 money. That's all y'all think about, Sony. Now, because you're being greedy, you try to force these folks to get PSN, That's one thing I gotta give the PC players credit. Give y'all credit, PC players. Y'all stick together. That's one thing y'all do. PC players stick together. Don't worry, I'm about to get ready to join you a little bit here. But y'all stick together. Like, I think Microsoft tried the same stunt back in the day to try to force Xbox tried to force Xbox Live onto PC players to play some type of game that they were trying to play. PC players said, "No, buddy, we ain't doing that, buddy." And Xbox just stopped trying to do that. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section, that Sea of Thieves, in order to play Sea of Thieves, you got to have a Microsoft account, something like that. I read that somewhere. I did read that. That was on the News Friday a while back. But yeah, this is what you get, Sony. You keep your stuff exclusive, you wouldn't have this problem. But that's fine. Y'all can go ahead and do that, Sony. I don't mind. Because eventually, I'm finna go to PC anyways. And I'll probably, in the near future, probably be mainly gaming on PC and Nintendo Switch. We're going to get into that later on in a little bit. But yeah, there's a big controversy that went down about Sony trying to force PC players to get a PSN account, and the PC player review bombed it. According to this article on GameSpot. GameSpot. Y'all can read it. Like I said, everything I talk about, you click link in the description. Y'all can look for it for yourselves. They review bombed the whole thing and had that thing on Steam. 200,000 viewers had negative reviews. Now, since Sony reversed that, it said Helldivers 2 PC players have started an operation to reverse the negative reviews. So they trying to reverse the negative reviews. I tell you, man, I get that to them PC players. They stick together. That's one thing about PC players. They stick together. Don't worry. I'm about to join the PC players in a little bit here. But Sony, I don't know what to say for Sony. They keep on. I'm telling you. My console fans out there that got a PS5 and console, It's gonna make that this big old spaceship that I got right here, you know, the PS5 player, gonna make that stuff irrelevant. And Sony gonna see it. They ain't seeing it right now, but eventually they gonna see where they, man, we're not making as much money off the consoles as we used to. Yeah, the people wising up like, man, I don't even need a console. I might as well just get me a PC. Get me a good running PC. It costs a little bit more money, but you get your good running PC, you can play all them games. And guess what? No online PlayStation Plus required. To play these games online, you don't have to have PlayStation Plus at all. And you can do crossplay with PlayStation players. Like Tekken 8, crossplay. There's a couple other more games out there with crossplay. So, like I said, Sony, keep on. Keep on. This on you, Sony. This on you. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was the whole controversy by Helldivers 2. Like I said, you want to look at it, click the link in the description. And everything I'm talking about is down there in the description. But I'm not going to talk too much about it. That's just my opinion on it. But you know, let's keep moving. Moving right along. Moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about this big thing that's going down. As y'all didn't know, past few days, Xbox has closed 4 more studios. Wow. Now listen, this is the article. I'll read it to you. Xbox has had more studio closures than first party game releases so far in 2024. This is crazy. Today Xbox announced 4 studio closures, all of which were acquired by Microsoft in March 2021, Bethesda Studios. And the studios are Arcane Austin, Alpha Dog Studio, Tango Gameworks, and Roundhouse Games. They were responsible for making Hi-Fi Rush, Redfall, and the Dishonored games. So all this is closed. It's a wrap. It's gone. I'm telling you, these companies, they all, I don't work for companies. I don't work for corporations. They all about their mighty dollar. They don't give a D about you. You just a number. And you know, I know these studios like, yeah man, Microsoft buying us, we're gonna be straight. Shoot. You see, they just close all this. And Microsoft got all this money, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta tell y'all, I don't know if I said it, but I'm finna say it now. Xbox to Microsoft is just a side hobby. They got in it just literally to try to beat it. Mainly Sony. They hate Sony. They want to beat Sony, and they want to beat Nintendo in the console business. Microsoft don't even need Xbox. They don't need Xbox. But see, they done spent all this money. What was it? How much was it to buy Bethesda? I think it was 7.2 billion, something like that. And then you know they done spent 70 billion to buy Activision. So they trying to look for some of this money back. So they finna cut the fat. Now let me read another article to you guys. Listen now. I'm gonna give you this other article that they got. Y'all give me a second. Where is it? Let me find it. Here we go. Now according to this article, this is what another game developers react to Xbox closing down. Now this is what one of the developers had to say. This is absolutely terrible. Permission to be human to any executive reading this. Friendly reminder that video games are an entertainment/cultural industry, and your business as a corporation is to take care of your artists/entertainers and help them to create value for you. Now, listen. Now, according to these articles on GameSpot, apparently Microsoft ain't done closing more studios. They finna close some more. They finna close some more. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, y'all may think I'm just coming out bashing the Xbox, but you know, Sony did the same thing when they purchased, what was it? Destiny. What the name they do? Bungie. They closing down studio, firing folks. Now, listen. According to this article on GameSpot, this is what one of the developers posted. I think it's no, he ain't a developer. It's Adam Boyle. So here we go. It said Microsoft profit 2024. This is what it reads now. If y'all think I'm lying, click the link in the description and you'll see what I'm saying. It said Microsoft posted a 17% interest increase in revenue. Wow. To 61.9 billion with 21.9 billion in profits, up to 20% in earnings of 2.94 per share, beating Wall Street's expectation across the board for the third quarter of its 2024 financial year. These jokers making all this money and still talking about they got to close studios. What type of crap is that? Are you serious? Y'all think I'm lying? Y'all can look at this right here. Now, I know I'm not no business guy. I don't know nothing about no businesses. Never had a business in my life. Never had one. But I know math. I'm not that good at math, but why in the world are you closing studios, Microsoft, if you making profits? Now I know some of you finance gurus say, hold on, the Double Dragon, that's a whole nother division. Microsoft division is different from Xbox division. Such. Just because they made profits, they still want to see Xbox make profit. Yeah. But you would think that if they making profits, they wouldn't have to close studios. This makes no sense. You close the studios and you making profits. But that's what I call just being greedy. Greed. I ain't just pointing out Microsoft. Sony the same way. They greedy. All these big corporations greedy. And that's why, you know, what happened to Sony when they tried to force that stuff on PC players. That's why they took PC players took that business. That's what they get. It just kept that thing exclusive. You kept it exclusive, you won't have to worry about that. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, it's what you want. Anyway, let me get back to Microsoft, man. And this is, if y'all click the link in the description to show you what some of these developers are saying. One developer said, now if you got a studio, stay independent. They saying stay independent, and let me keep moving. Moving right along. Now, do a soft control off. Anyway, rumor. This is a rumor. Like I said, only time I really report on rumors is, you know, if it's somewhat true to it, that I think it might come true. Highly anticipated Xbox exclusive could also be coming to PS5. Wow. Now this is what it's talking about. Microsoft could be planning to bring Hellblade 2 to PS5, expanding the selection of Xbox games available on competitive platforms. Microsoft CEO recently commented on the success of Xbox multi-platform release with hints that the company may be planning on more. According to this article, like I said, everything I talk about, link in the description, y'all can read it for yourself. According to this article, some of the Xbox games was like at the top of the charts on the PlayStation Network. Like, what is it? Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves like top the PlayStation Network charts, and it beat out like MLB The Show 2024. Microsoft, I'm a fellow gamer. Just go third party. Stop trying to make a console. Just go third party. You ain't gonna beat Nintendo and Sony. When it comes to consoles, you ain't gonna beat them. Just give it up. I know y'all get tired of getting beat up. Eventually you gotta get tired of getting beat up. Every year y'all get beat up. Y'all had one year that was very kind of successful. That's the Xbox 360, and then you still got beat out at the end. The Wii beat you, and the PS3 beat you. You know, a lot of folks won't tell you that, but you go look at the sales chart. PS3 outsold the 360 at the end. I'm telling y'all, 360 fans won't admit this, but the numbers don't lie. Stop making consoles, Xbox, and just do third party. Sega do it, they still around. Sega, Sonic on everything now. He on PlayStation, he on Xbox, he on Nintendo. Well, I would never thought I'd live to see that, but I did. Thank you, Jesus. Cause you know Sega, if you was alive and you was a 90 kid, Sega and Nintendo was butting heads. They were fighting back and forth back in the day. I would never thought I'd see Sonic on a Nintendo console, but Microsoft, just go third party. Quit making consoles. Just go third party. You ain't making no money off of consoles. I think they probably making some. I think they said when I looked at the sales results, PlayStation 5 done sold 55 million and Xbox Series X I think sold 24 million. So it's still making them money, I guess. So they still gonna stick with the consoles, but they might as well just leave that alone. Just go third party and sell your stuff to Nintendo and Sony and everybody else. You might as well just do that. Cause that's what you're doing now. What's on PlayStation and Nintendo? Sea of Thieves, Hi-Fi Rush, Pentiment. And I think they about the rumor has it, like I told you about, I just read about this, Hellblade 2 probably finna go over there too, PS5. Might as well do it, Microsoft. Might as well stop making consoles, cause Sony finna have to stop making it too. They'll realize this the whole thing that went down with Helldivers too. That's about to come, PlayStation. When you finna try to force PlayStation PlayStation Plus on PC player, they ain't have it. I give them that. You shouldn't have to pay for online. I'm stupid for paying for it myself. My PlayStation Plus about to be up, and I'm debating on whether I want to renew it again. I keep it because I got a lot of friends on PlayStation, and as you can see, I'm a diehard PlayStation fan. But yeah, man, these corporations, what I don't want to happen, which is probably gonna happen, is we just gonna have one console, and all these developers just gonna stream it to one console. But Nintendo, they might be my last hope. Nintendo might keep it alive. Because Nintendo still keeping Mario and Pokemon. They keep all that on Nintendo consoles. They don't put it on nowhere else. They may put it on the phone. That's about it. But they don't. Nintendo, you don't never see Zelda on PlayStation or Xbox. You never see Mario on PlayStation or Xbox. Mario, it's to me, Mario. He's still on Nintendo. I give you credit, Nintendo. Y'all keeping this traditional consoles alive, and you're making money. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let y'all guys and girls know about these rumors with Microsoft and what's all going down with that, studio closures and all that. But yeah, I just want to let y'all know about that. So let's keep moving. Moving right along. Moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to my last news story for the day, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of one or two news stories together, but I'm talking about it. Y'all know everybody been talking about this. Now, finally, the Switch successor to be announced by March 31st, 2025. Wow. Now, Switch software focused on the Nintendo Direct set for June. But they ain't going to talk about the Switch 2 at all. But so, Nintendo has finally acknowledged all these rumors. Remember, I talked about it a while back on News Fridays. All these different rumors about the Switch 2, having this, having that, this, that, and the third. When it's gonna come out, it says it's gonna, according to Nintendo, Switch successor should be announced by March 31st, 2025. So we're gonna have an announcement before next year. This time, a few months out. It ain't that far off. So this is good. I'm happy to hear about this because people were saying that the Switch, is underpowered and it need to be more powerful. And if you didn't know. This also, I have a link in the script for this too. The Switch has reached a milestone. It's at 141.5 million units sold. Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, they are inching up on the heels of PlayStation 2. Right there. So I think PlayStation 2 was 155 million lifetime sale. Some people say it was 160 million, something like that. But it says right there. Right now, Nintendo. So they saying that's their goal to try to beat PlayStation 2. So they probably won't announce the announcement of the new Switch. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know when they're gonna announce it. But they saying they acknowledging, they telling y'all that the Switch successor is out there, and we're gonna get an announcement for next year, 2025. But let me see what this other news article had about the Switch 2. Y'all bear with me for a moment. I gotta get my stuff together. I know I should have been had together. I know. Don't drag it. You need to have your stuff together. I know. Y'all forgive me. Let's see. There it is. Also in the same news article, it's kind of different. Nintendo reconfirms important feature for Switch new console. Now listen, this is what they were saying now. The highly anticipated Switch successor will use the existing Nintendo account system, as confirmed by Nintendo President Fukuyama. I think I pronounced that thing right. The hope of backwards compatibility on the Switch 2 is strong, as far as have been filling the libraries in the current console. Now listen, this is what they asked. I'm going to read the Twitter/X post to you guys. Question, will the Switch successor use the Nintendo account system? That pretty much Nintendo Online or whatever. And I'm destroying that man's name. I ain't gonna call the man Fukuyama. Fukawa. I'm probably destroying his name, but that's how I spell. He says, yes, we prepared Nintendo account to support long-term relationships with our customers across hardware generations, even before the Nintendo Switch launched. Wow. So pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, him saying that's confirming that Nintendo Switch 2 is going to have backwards compatibility. Now that's a good thing. Great thing. You know, with Sony, when they made the PS5, they made, well, pretty much PS4 with backwards compatible. But right now, I can pop in basically any PS4 game, it automatically work for it. Now if Sony, excuse me, sorry about that. Now if Sony really wanted to, you know, had to knock the ball out of the park, they could have made it backwards compatible with all of them. You know, like PS4, PS3, PS2, PS1. Man, that would have upped sales anyway. But I give PlayStation 5 credit. All I gotta do, like my PS4, I had a whole bunch of PS4 games. I ain't even have to re-download them. All I had to do is stick it in the back of the PlayStation 5. Bam. Start working. All my PS4 disc games, they started working no problem. Which is a good thing. Then I done tested it. I done put in some PS4 games in there, and it works. I give them credit on that. Now this is good, Nintendo, that y'all have backwards compatible. That's good. So people that buy Nintendo Switch 2, if they have the, you know, a Nintendo account, they just transfer straight over. Just like PlayStation. PlayStation was the same way. I've had a PlayStation account since PS3. My same username since PS3, PS4. You know, and now transferred it over to PS5 and everything transferred over, which was tight. Appreciate y'all for doing that. So I appreciate you, Nintendo, for doing that. But man, I am hyped. I wonder what they're gonna call the Nintendo Switch 2. People saying Nintendo Switch 2, but you know, Nintendo probably gonna switch up the number system. Now I give Sony credit. PlayStation, the only ones that have been sticking with the traditional number system. You know, we had PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and now PlayStation 5. Sony been sticking with the traditional number system. They the only company doing that. Nintendo haven't. What we had? See, I done been around so I can tell you. We had Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, then Nintendo GameCube, then Nintendo Wii, Nintendo Wii U, Nintendo Switch. So I don't know what they're gonna call this Nintendo Switch 2. And Xbox, you know, they haven't been sticking with the number system. What they got? Xbox 360, Xbox One, stupidest title ever. Xbox Series X and S. Yeah. Sony the only ones that really been sticking with the traditional number system. You can distinguish between the other one. If a mom come during, you know, Christmas time to buy their son or daughter a new system, Mom, I want the PlayStation 5. They won't get confused because they'll be like, oh, the 4 is lower than the 5. You know, it's common sense. But Nintendo and Microsoft and even Sega, they haven't been sticking with the traditional number system. Sony, I just realized that Sony, the only people been sticking with the traditional number system. Sega, what they had, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Mega Drive over there, Sega Saturn, Sega 32X, Sega CD, Sega Dreamcast. Yeah. So unless Nintendo gonna stick with the traditional number system, they probably won't. They're gonna come up with some crazy title for the new Switch 2. I wonder what they're gonna call it. That's interesting. Interesting question. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen, for this rendition of News Fridays. Leave comments below, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me what you guys and girls think about the Switch 2 officially being recognized by Nintendo. It's official. That means that this is coming out soon. Leave comments below. Tell me what you guys and girls think about that. When do y'all think? Tell me down there in the comment section. When do y'all think that's gonna come out? And what do you think the Switch 2 gonna be officially called by Nintendo? Let me know about that down in the comment section. Also, ladies and gentlemen, tell what you guys and girls think about the rumor of Xbox bringing Hellblade 2 over to PlayStation 5. And tell me what you guys and girls think about Xbox closing all these studios, even though they're making all this money, they still close the studios. What y'all thought about that? Also, tell what you guys and girls think about the whole Helldivers 2 debacle with Sony. Y'all think PlayStation reaping what they sold for putting this stuff over there on PC? Or y'all think, PC players shouldn't have to have a requirement? Tell me about the Helldivers 2 debacle. I told y'all all the facts. Tell me about all that down in the comment section too. There we go. I think I got everything covered. Thanks again, guys and girls, so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great videos like this on the way. Double Dragon 912 signing out. Peace out.